name is Keely and I'm the owner and creator here at Soy and Shea, and thank you so much for joining me for another soap making video. Today I am making the second of my tumbled stoned soaps, and I'm using a fragrance oil called Uplifting, which I'll explain a little bit more about as we get into the video, but I can tell you that this is a very naughty fragrance. Let's go and see what happens. Alright, so as you can see, we have got the big pot out today, so that means we are making a slab of soap. What I'm going to do is add my titanium dioxide straight into my water here, because I actually want this to have a white base. Hopefully I have got enough in there, but we will see. If I need to add some more of the premix, we can certainly do that as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually give that a stir, just to make sure that that is well incorporated in there. In fact, I will have to do that with the stick blender just to get out any of those lumps. Alright, so we'll use the stick blender to get that incorporated, and then I'm going to pour my solution into my oils here, mix it up to emulsion and split it out for some colours. Alright, that is looking good like that. I did add in some more titanium dioxide there because I do want to have a white base on this one, and I also want to make these colours a little bit paler. So we're going to pour out our colours. We have some Eminence purple. This is a gorgeous purple. I have been waiting for ages for it to come back in stock, and it finally was, so I grabbed myself a nice big bag of that one. In this one here I have got some blush mica, and I want to pour out the same amount as I did with that purple. And then into this little jug here I have got some jade mica, and I don't want as much of this green. Alright, I'm going to hand stir these colours in because I'm a little bit worried about my fragrance oil. Today I am using Uplifting. Now I've seen other people's soap with this fragrance oil and it behaves really well for them. Yet the last time I actually used Uplifting, it accelerated on me. And I'm not sure if it was the fragrance oil and my recipe, or if it was because of the fact that I was using neon colours, and I always have issues when I use the neons. They always seem to accelerate quicker than any of the other colours that I use, so I'll be interested to see how it actually behaves. I love the colour that this jade has gone. It's a real nice pale green colour. I'm going to get these other two mixed up. Alright, they are looking really nice. Let's grab this fragrance oil. So as I said, this is Uplifting, and this is Uplifting Essential Blend, and it's full of essential oils. I'm going to pour it in and see how we go. Hopefully it behaves. I'm going to dare pouring it into all three of those. So it's got notes of bergamot, peppermint, clary sage, aniseed, cedarwood and heliotrope as well, and it really is nice. I chose this one because we're doing a stone soap. It's also described as being a highly stimulating fragrance which energizes the nervous system, is invigorating, and it strengthens where there is weakness in terms of exhaustion. So I thought that is absolutely perfect to be using with these stones. Now I actually can see this is ricing, so I am going to have to stick blend that, and hopefully it doesn't accelerate it too much. Let's go. I've lost my jug that I was going to use, which is not good when I'm concerned about movement. I've got this other jug here. What I'm going to do is pour these two in, and no, I won't be doing a clam pour. What I am going to do is grab my slab mold. Let's get this stick out of the way. I have a feeling I do need to start moving a bit quicker. So we're going to pour in my white. Yeah, this is, I don't know why this accelerates on me and no one else. It's a bit disappointing. So, alright, no more talking. I am just going to put music to this, you can actually see what I'm doing. That's not going to work. I was going to pour it in there, but it's just not going to work. So I'm just going to pop it in wherever it goes. Because this has worked for me in the past, doing a plip, plop and a hanger, I'm going to try and do that again. But this really has set up. Lee, I would love to know why you can soap with this one and it behaves. It misbehaves, something chronic for me. That looks so mushed up. Hopefully it will be pretty when it comes time to cutting it. What I'm going to do is get as much of this out of here as I possibly can, and then we'll come back and do the top in just a minute. Alright, so I don't care how perfect this uplifting fragrance oil is for a stone related soap. I'm never ever 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 using it again. It is just downright naughty. But we'll move on to the fun bit. So these are some of the rocks that or the stones that I have got from my friend, and I didn't have enough to make a 17 loaf bar of any of these particular stones. So I just decided we'll do a sort of mix up of one. So what we've got some rose quartz and some clear quartz and some amethyst. We also have, in this one is some carnelian, and this one is a mix of fluoride. So you can see I picked the purple, the pink and the green because of these stones. This one will be a little bit odd, but I only had 3 and I didn't want to put that colour in with the rest of them. What I am going to do here, I'm actually going to take my gloves off because I'm going to find it much easier to do it without them. And I'm going to start just by grabbing some random ones in my hand. I'm not going to do lines of them or anything. Alright, so we'll start off with these ones, and what I'm going to do is put them into the center of each of my soaps, and this has really set up hard. This has moved so quick. I'm just definitely not going to use this uplifting ever again in a soap. I use it in my shower fizzes because it really is a great one for a morning shower. Really does give you that sort of pick-me-up if you're just feeling that little bit in the morning. Use that uplifting blend in the shower is lovely, but just not lovely in my soap. So we'll get these stones on here. Now, I actually used to collect stones when I was much younger. I used to have a real fascination for them, and I actually thought when I was younger I would probably more so go into something to do with geology or fossicking. I also like things like archaeological digs and stuff like that. So I'm actually quite surprised the sort of way I went, because I was always collecting rocks. There's a place not far from us now, it's about 40 minutes away, called Thunderbird Park, and you can go there and you can actually go fossicking. So they do the gold fossicking, but you can actually go into the area where they have these things called thunder eggs. And what they are, they look like rocks, but when you split them open, they have got agate inside them, and you can get all sorts of different ones. My parents have a couple, and they're really pretty. I had a really big piece. I got fed up of looking for the agate, because every time I took a rock to the guide we were with, I was told that it wouldn't have anything inside. So I kind of got a bit bored, and I went off to an area which I then discovered was where they threw all the bits that other people hadn't wanted to keep. And I found myself this beautiful piece of agate around there, and I had it for years. I'm not sure where it has actually got to these days, but I'm sure it's probably still floating around at my parents' place somewhere. But yeah, I used to always collect gemstones and bits and pieces. I still have some around the house as well, but over the years I seem to have not collected as many, and I've kind of forgotten what a lot of them mean. But I will be looking up what all of these ones actually are. So we are almost there. Hopefully I've got them lined up so that we will get them cut nicely. They're certainly going to hold into the soap well, because the soap is set up and these stones have pushed in really well. All right, we've got a piece of clear quartz, and I might actually take, just for photo purposes, we'll take that piece of amethyst out and we'll swap those two over. And I'm going to make sure that all of these are pushed in really well because I don't want them falling out before they actually get to people. I am going to give this one a quick dusting with some holographic biodegradable glitter over the top, because you know they say glitter always makes things better, and hopefully that will make the top look a lot better. So there we have it. I'll bring you down for a better look. Alright, so here it is up close. I will have to think of a name for this one, so by the time this one actually goes up I will probably have one, and you'll be able to see that in the title there. I am looking forward to getting this one cut. I have done quite a few lately which have turned into plip plop soaps, and I've had some absolutely stunning swirls through them. So we'll leave this one sit here overnight, and then I will come back, cut it into the individual loaves, and then we'll cut it up into bars. So we are all cut up into loaves. It is smelling really, really good. The swirl's not looking too bad considering we had a very much so plip plop. I think we might have a few little air holes in here, but we'll see what happens once we get this cut open. I'm gonna get it lined up so that my cutter misses all of those stones, and I'm going to go very, very slowly because some of them may... Nope, that's all good. And we're going to get some sample pieces from off the end. I have actually left this sit here for a couple of days because I've been really, really busy. And this is firmed up really well. But I am almost through, and then we'll take a look and see what we've got on the inside. Alright, so let's grab this piece off the end, and this has a piece of green fluorite on it, and that is the inside. So we do have some fairly big lumps in there, which was to be expected, but we do still have some really pretty swirls in there as well from that hanger swirl. I am actually quite pleased with how this one has come together, and I think all the colours in there will actually complement the stones well. This piece of fluorite on here, when you get up close, and you can see bits of it on the camera, there are streaks of purple through it, so it really does blend in well with the colours on that bar. Let's grab this next piece, which has a piece of that carnelian on it. And again, we've got those big heavy lumps of green, but we do have that pink and purple swirled through together, and I think that really helps because I poured the two colours into the one jug. What I had planned to do, because I was hoping this would stay nice and fluid, was to pour the pink and purple in the jug and then do a drop swirl of the green into the middle of it. But that was just not going to work, but I will save that idea for another soap. So here's a piece with some clear quartz. I do have a little air pocket in there, but I will be able to fix it up with some of the sort of shavings that I get from off this when I clean it up, and I will leave a link to a video where I show how I fix up my little air pockets. That one's actually quite a delicate piece because there's not too much colour in there, so I'm really happy with how that has come together there. We've got another piece here of that fluorite, and just some very gentle colouring in that bar. So I'm really quite pleased with how it has come together. I probably will not soak with that Uplifting again. I have never had much success with it. It does smell really good and it's nice and strong in this soap, and I think it does actually fit in well with the whole theme of having our stones. So we've got a piece of rose quartz on that one and a piece of clear on here. Alright, so we'll cut open this loaf from out of the middle. I love all the shimmer from off that biodegradable glitter. It really does make everything look so much better. We are nicely lined up on this one. We shouldn't get any wiggly lines like I did on that other bar as the wire moved around some of those crystals. Keep going through. It really is quite hard from having sat here for a few days. And I'm almost there. We've got some really nice pieces here for samples to give away in orders. Let's grab one from out the middle here. Let's grab this piece with amethyst on the top. And I really like the inside of that. That's come up really, really pretty. You would never guess that that was so naughty and did that whole plip plop swirl on that one. So I'm pleased with how that one's come together. Let's grab this one with some rose quartz. That side's really pretty and delicate, and then we're back to some really heavy green patches just because that green's set up so much thicker than the rest of it. Now I do actually have a bit of a plan for this soap. Well, I really like how that has actually come together. I love that side as well. Alright, so I do actually have a bit of a plan for this soap with all these stones being so different on the top here, and it is on the website now. This one is all ready to go, and it is going down as a mystery soap. So when you actually order one of these soaps, you won't know which stone that you are going to get on the top of it. But what you will get when you receive it, there will be a little card telling you about the stone that is on the top of your soap. And when you order, you will get the choice to add a little extra if you want it as well. Now, the friend that I got these from, she does macrame. She was the one that actually taught me how to do macrame as well. And when she was at the market, she also used to sell the necklaces to put the stones in. So I've asked her to make me some to go with these. These are really good because you can actually, the little bead slides up and you slide your little stone into your little pouch here, and you can change it. So if you feel like wearing something a little bit different on another day, you can easily change the stone, and you can fit a couple of small stones in these pouches too, and they are on an adjustable necklace. And she also made me up, for those that don't want to wear it as a necklace, she also made me up some car pouches. So these will be as an optional add-on to add on with any of the stone soaps that we are offering. So as I said, these soaps are actually now up and on the website ready to go, including the sunflower citrine soap that we did during the week. I hope you have enjoyed watching how I made and how I tackled the uplifting fragrance. If you did, why not leave me? Oh, wow! That's absolutely stunning. And those little green bits in there, they look like little love hearts. Anyhow, as I was saying, if you did enjoy watching me make this soap, why not leave me a thumbs up and any comments down below. And until the next video, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you then. Bye.